Thing is, what can Joe beat?
The queen.
King 10, Jack 10, I guess. And Joe's going to be a bit disgruntled, saying, "Geez, I dogged that. I should have won it." I feel like... What do you think, Anthony? Who played that pot worse or better? Kwame saying I had a chance to win. Fagan saying I had a chance to win. As it is, the queen on the river is what decided the damage, and Fagan now has a very strong chip position.
I just can't see why Joe's called it at the end, Jesse. I mean, you know, what can he beat with a king high?
I feel like he could have used that 40,000 to invest it a little earlier.
Yeah.
Perhaps with a bet. Looking at the leaderboard now, that is a big swing. This 5 and 10,000 level has been all Kaluki Don Fagan, who is just rearing and rising, and has now knocked Joe Kwame back to his lowest point since hand number 1. And body language right there now for Chicken Joe. I think he's a bit frustrated with himself.
Yeah, I think he is. I think he's realised now that he's given Don a massive advantage on on the chip front, and we've now seen Cooper move.
This is what we've been waiting for kind of for a while, isn't it?
It is. You know, Cooper needs to double through, Jesse. You know, what is he waiting for?
I mean, I think it's the first raise that Rob Cooper has made in something like 30-something hands pre-flop. And, I mean, you know, he doesn't have anything here, but it is going to win him the pot. This is...
Pass.
Cooper will be well served by the blinds going up, because he doesn't mind shoving the chips in if he knows he has no choice. He's getting hammered playing flops. Rob on the button. All of a sudden, Don is really looking very powerful at this table. It's almost like it's his to win or lose now.
Pass.
Yeah, it looks that way. You know, Donnie's wanting to see a lot of flops, and I think the other two are not wanting to see him against Don.
Call.
Limp in from Fagan. And,
check.
Kwame's trying to gather himself. He needs to win a pot or two, I think, just to get his confidence back up there. I mean, he's got to tell himself he's still well in this one.
Check.
If
check.
Before this heat began, you had offered Joe this position, 150,000 three-handed, certainly he would have grabbed that. It's
check.
a great shot.
Yeah, he would have bit your hand off, Jesse, wouldn't he?
You know, he's nearly average chips.
Check.
And especially he told me could be up against
Very good.
Cooper and Fagan, who I imagine he fancies himself against. Thinking about the 3 that went out. I mean, Fagan is a very, very dangerous player, but so are Reardon, Leonard, and Wong. Look at this, from 26,000 up to 369. That's a pretty nice escalator ride that he's taken. And dear, oh dear, things going foul for Chicken Joe. This is the worm of being in trouble. Look, around hand number 51, 52. And then since then, I don't think he's won a pot. About 25 hands, Anthony.
Yeah, he's, you know, he was up to 300,000, Jesse. And now, you know, he's down to, what, 117,000?
It is no fun right now to be Chicken Joe Kwame.
So, they want me to talk about the best style of play. But the best style of play changes depending on your opponents, depending on how many players are left. In general, if it's a three-handed game, a really aggressive player tends to do well. But if he's playing against 2 super aggressive players, you want to step back and play really strong hands only. So it's just the best style of play really varies. And the best style of play is something that you have to work a long time to learn.
I believe now, with Amanda sticking into the slot here, that the blinds are up to 7 and 15,000. Do you think that might actually have the effect of helping out Joe and Cooper?
Yeah, it's a good point, Jesse. It could help them out. I mean, you know, Cooper's down to 89,000 now, very low stacked, and he's got to make some plays soon.
A very successful level for Don Fagan, but now it's 7 and 15.
8 call.
Limping ain't gonna cut it.
Call.
Although Kwame gonna try it one more time.
Change that for
You know, Robert should raise here,
Put
Jesse.
another 2 in.
He agrees.
Raised all in.
Again, you like that move?
Joe can't call here, Jesse.
No, but he thinks he's being taken
Pass.
advantage of, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, but he can't call. And you know, Cooper's made the right play. If he flat calls there, you know, he's got a chance of losing the pot. By moving all in, he gets Joe off the pot.
7, is it?
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, I think Cooper is shy enough about getting all his chips and calling that he might have laid that ace-6 down to an all-in Kwame raise pre-flop. Joe's got to raise with those.
Joe must raise here.
Pass.
You know, ace-2, three-handed, Jesse.
Raised all in.
Well,
Well, I mean, it's turned out to be a good pass, but, you know, ace-2 is a big hand, three-handed.
does seem that way.
Pass.
Nobody knows what the new knows. I'd be walking right now if I was Joe Kwame, that's for sure.
Cooper's just massaging his chips.
These blinds 7 and 15. Yeah. Grow, baby, grow. Inch by inch, row by row. This 22,000 every 3 hands for all these players. It's quite pricey.
Pass.
And Don Fagan has
Spades,
lost
spades,
about
spades.
70,000 since this level started. He's done it perhaps by being a little too timid.
Yeah.
Call.
And a little limp in here. So, it's an interesting strategy that Fagan is employing. Is it the correct one?
Yeah, I think it is. It's hard to put, you know, a king down three-handed. Oh, what a flop he's caught here,
Check.
Jesse. And Joe's caught the deuce as well.
This is really unfortunate.
All in.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
You can understand why Kwame thought he had to make a move. King's up. The best hand, no. Fagan trapping. And Kwame's going to be out of here.
Good night, God bless.
This is what Don was waiting for all night long. The big trap. He finally sprung it.
Yeah, you know, we did say, didn't we, if, can he hang in there, Joe, or is he going to fall into a trap? And he's just fallen into the trap.
Oh.
That, while it looks like a good far card for Kwame, is going to be immaterial. He's drawing dead right now, bookie.
You can't win.
And Don Fagan is going to be head up with Rob
you, boys.
Cooper.
Good luck, man.
Joe Kwame, he
Thanks, good
really
luck.
gave it a good run. I mean, he made some
Good luck.
spectacular plays today and then just sort of
Another one bites the
dripped and
dust.
drabbed away silently.
Yeah, it's a shame. He started off so well, didn't he, Jesse?
And Kaluki Don Fagan, well, you can't really say much except for he's been awesome.
Joe, you're out in 3rd place tonight. You're up against some tough competitors. What happened?
Well, I'm gutted, to be honest. I got off to a flying start. I was playing fine. I got Don Fagan just where I wanted him, and I was nearly there. And basically, it all went wrong. I managed to get the chip lead, and as you do when you get the chip lead, you've got to bully a bit and control the table. But unfortunately, it seemed every time I picked a moment to try and either steal or knock somebody out, it was the wrong moment, and somebody had a hand against me, and I kept doubling Don especially up, and he came back and bit me.
Thanks, Joe. We'll be back with more poker action after the break.
Wanna play poker?
Head-to-head and one-way traffic so far. Don Fagan, who has got about 400 and more thousand. They talk about the great Irish players, but they better start talking about Don Fagan. He's up against Rob Cooper, who has kind of
I'll be looking for somebody.
flitted his way here. And what does he have to do now to take down the Don?
Well, he has to become a lot more aggressive. I've seen Robert in this situation before, Jesse, where he's sort of out chips, but, you know, he's come back from this situation. I've seen him win events, so